Right, hey guys, this is Jay here for GS Pyro. Today we are going to be doing, as what we are going to be doing in this episode, is we're going to be actually doing the multiplayer view of what we think of Bungie vs 343's games. So we're going to be comparing them class and multiplayer now, instead of campaign. So, Dean, why don't you start this off?
Well, so start off with Halo 1 then. So, obviously, for Halo 1's time, the multiplayer was actually quite good, but obviously, time's moved on and it's got a bit outdated. And because there's other Halos out now as well, people probably won't want to play that. But because they added the Master Chief Collection, where you can just select any multiplayer from like just a random game, um, then yeah, people probably will play Halo One's multiplayer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Jay, so what
Are
do
you
you
hoping
think
for like
about it?
a remastered version of like the Master Chief Collection where it includes like a remastered version of them all and maybe even includes Halo Infinite, maybe like a year or two after Halo Infinite's launch? Would you like
Yeah, I would.
that?
Yeah, I would definitely like that. That's the
Yeah,
thing
that was
as
just an
well.
idea that came up there.
That's the thing as well. Like, I think Bungie's like quite based on like the story and stuff, and 343's like based on like the graphics and like multiplayer and stuff. So I think if they paired up, it would just make the perfect Halo game.
Right, so I think we should probably move on to Halo 2. This is what multiplayer gets a bit more exciting for the
Yeah,
fans at this
I
point.
really liked Halo 2's multiplayer because it's just
Yeah, Halo 2 had a really nice, good multiplayer. So did
uh
Halo 1, but that's
yeah
really outdated at this point. But Halo 2, that was an absolutely stunning multiplayer for its time coming out. That was like the kind of first stuff that kind of brought this along. So
yeah.
it's good to see how that was successful.
I really liked Halo 2's maps. I think they were
Yeah,
quite nice.
I felt like Halo 2 probably had the best multiplayer maps.
hmm
So, judging on Halo 3 now, I would probably say,
Halo
what would you
3's
say?
probably my favourite like Halo multiplayer that Bungie made.
Hmm. Halo 3 is just my favourite story campaign and multiplayer, personally. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think with Halo 3's graphics as well, I think they keep up like to date. 'Cause it's like
Oh,
they're not like too bad and they're not too good. It's just kind of in the middle. And there's still like games with horrible graphics that people play today, and Halo 3 pretty much beats it. But with the Halo 3's like multiplayer and stuff, I really like the maps and like the guns that they used. Because
yeah.
obviously as Halo progressed, it just got better and better.
Mhm.
Um, well, Halo Re- we'll move on to Halo Reach now. So it's like,
Mhm. I enjoyed Halo Reach's campaign quite a lot. And its multiplayer, I would say, is quite good too.
yeah,
But I did feel like Halo Reach had a stronger campaign than it did multiplayer, and I felt like Halo
yeah,
Reach was all about the campaign and not as much in multiplayer because that was like how it was kind of beginning at its time.
yeah,
So we probably won't have too much to talk about here, but Reach is mainly all ups, no really any downs.
yeah. I think with Halo Reach, that people probably wouldn't like about the campaign as well is that like they don't really know any of the people from it. It's like they're
Yeah,
not like
you don't
Master
know your
Chief and
familiar
stuff.
Master Chief.
Yeah. Um. Well, now we're switching companies now. So Halo 4, Halo 4's multiplayer. It's like I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Halo 4 as a whole, to be honest. Like I don't really know how I would judge the multiplayer. But I
Yeah, I
think
wasn't a fan of it either. I
yeah,
think Halo 4 had a poor story, poor multiplayer. I just think that game was a total fail.
yeah. Also how like 343 made the game, and it was like because the way it looked and stuff, and like how you would have to play it. They kept the same controls, and that just made it like pure weird. So I didn't really like that about it.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. Halo 4 didn't really have too much to offer, I
Yeah,
would say.
I think Halo 4 was just the game that 343 we started to see where they were at with Halo. Pretty much just to like
Uh-huh.
bounce back off it.
And Halo 5, I would say, was a big improvement than Halo
Yeah,
4,
Halo
but
5 is
Halo
way
5
better.
still isn't even perfect.
Like, so obviously with Halo 5's multiplayer, I'd say that that's probably one of the best out of all of them. Because I quite like Halo 5's multiplayer. Especially because it's got like good graphics and it still keeps up to date with time today.
Uh-huh. Another thing I like about Halo 5's multiplayer is I feel like, this isn't exclusive to multiplayer obviously, but I like how they're bringing some of the weapons back, like maybe more into their original form. But for enemy wise, I don't like it because I feel like there's too many Prometheans. I'm just not a fan of Prometheans. I prefer the Flood, and I think it should be the Flood that you're against in these games. But obviously, I can't choose that. But another thing I would think is I don't like all these new guns like the Hydra launcher and all that.
Yeah, like the overpowered sort of guns.
Yeah, another thing I don't like is obviously like the design of some of the enemies. I feel like the Spartans' design isn't very good anymore. I feel like that just went a bit over the top. And I feel like the elite design is just not even an elite anymore. Like if you literally pulled up a chart with a picture and an elite and a brute on it and said what one's an elite, they'd probably pick the brute or something because the elites just look so much like a brute now that they just don't know as they used to be. So that's the one thing I also think that 343 need to improve on the game.
It's like see with the weapon skins, it's like I don't know, it's like obviously I said in the last video I didn't like it, but the main reason I didn't like it is because I wanted 343 Industries to be like doing other updates, like more important stuff than that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't know, it just looks a bit like childish.
Because it's like all this time they have such a bad campaign when it probably could have been fixed.
Yeah, but with some cases of 343, I don't really understand why they just work with a game like Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, I don't really quite understand that.
Because it's like, obviously, like I like the multiplayer, like better with like Halo and the 343 Industries side of things. But it's like the reason I don't like it though is because Halo's not about the multiplayer; it's about the campaign. Well, Jay, what about this Halo Infinite then? What do you think's gonna be the whole ins and outs of the multiplayer?
Well, as we've covered, I am not wanting any of this daft grappling hooks in the multiplayer. As we said, multiplayer, it's fine without a grappling hook. You don't need a multiplayer grappling hook or anything like that. Campaign's fine with it because the campaign maps are going to be massive now.
Yeah.
But the multiplayer, I think is interesting. It's going to be free, and I think they're going to put in a lot of microtransactions to try and earn their money back for that.
I hope they do
And I just hope
bring
this
back.
isn't a remake of Fortnite.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I swear to God, see if they make a fucking Battle Royale. Oh. But I hope they bring back rec packs. I thought that was quite nice because like you can upgrade your guy and stuff.
I think you should be able to get like more types of rec packs, like loads of different rarities. I think they should be easy to get. And I think you should be more stuff to work towards in it.
I think there should be some stuff that are easier to get as well.
Oh, I feel like some armour you should just be able to buy with rec points and not try to go at it with a pack. Maybe
Yeah.
like try and get up to like rare. Maybe you can buy it with rec points so you can get lucky and get it out of a pack. And I
Mhm.
hope the packs are priced slightly better than because it's like a couple thousand for a pack that won't really give you much. A couple of thousand direct points.
Yeah.
Not really a big fan of that. I
It's
think you
like
should also get more inside direct packs.
yeah, yeah, definitely. It's like obviously the deck packs are like a bit pricey, but it's like obviously because you can earn it just by playing, then that's probably why. And also because I just want to make money. I
Yeah.
think with Halo Infinite's multiplayer being um, I think with Halo Infinite's multiplayer being free, that's definitely gonna like cause a lot of like build up with it. And also,
Then you want a return of Warzone?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think they should bring Warzone back. I also think they should add more variants to the vehicles. Like I like in Halo 5 how they had like just say for like the Scorpion for instance, you had like the Tundra, the Co-op, the Hannibal. The Hannibal, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think they should certainly bring that stuff back because that was new, that was cool. I think they should. I think they should probably keep the Ghost design. I think they should probably keep most of the vehicle designs as they are, as they just look a bit more futuristic, and they would look like this because the older generation ones they've kind of stayed like that for so long that it's nice to see something new.
Well, Jay, the big question is, do you think that Halo Infinite multiplayer will be good?
As we've said before, I think it's either going to be a great multiplayer or it's going to be an absolutely horrible multiplayer, and I would say that with the campaign too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like as I said in the last video, there's a there's 120 FPS in that on the Xbox Series X, and there's 60 FPS on the like campaign of it. And it's like they're given like there's two ways that can either be bad or good. So it's like obviously it's 120 FPS and like I don't know, it's just I think it'll be good because of that. And it's like a reason it could be bad is because it's free. You're not just gonna give
Yeah,
a
they might just try and make it like a Fortnite and it's got loads of constant money in it.
oh yeah
Like,
that yeah it could yeah it could be good as well. It just has a lot of microtransactions.
we just need to hope that it's not got too many microtransactions.
hmm so
Uh, you hoping for like like a lot of Spartan armor customization and that to come back?
yeah.
Yeah,
Jay,
so am I.
what would you say you prefer on like Halo multiplayer or the campaign?
Definitely the campaign for me.
Yeah, I'd say it's a campaign for me as well because it's like it's obviously Halo is pretty much based in the campaign,
Not about multiplayer.
but like with 343 Industries like Halos now, I think the multiplayer's a bit better. It's like I still like playing the campaign like here and there just to play it if the disc is in, but it's like I think the multiplayer's a lot better on the Halo 5 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing as well with like Halo Infinite as a whole. Like there's a lot of pressure to make that game good. Otherwise, people
Yeah.
will just not buy it. And there's
They're really doing it to get this game correct or
yeah.
done.
Otherwise, there's just no point in the whole fucking franchise.
And it's quite sad how like Halo was so good, and as soon as 343 take it, they don't really make it up to how its expectations were going to be for Halo 4. Everyone's like, all right, well, it's just probably going to be like Halo again. So
I think
you see what
that's
it is, and it's
yeah.
not what anyone
I
wanted.
think that's like another reason why people don't like Halo 4 as much either. Is I think 343 Industries probably like a more well known company than Bungie like, at the time. And obviously there's like, a new company like coming in and then they've just took over this like really popular game. And obviously there would have been a lot of high hopes for it. But because there was that much hopes and stuff for it and then when people saw what it actually was, just nobody liked it at all.
Yeah, it just wasn't up to how it should have been.
Yeah. Jay, how many rounds is there on this?
Just gonna keep going. I think we'll probably finish it just about here now, because this
Yeah,
has covered everything about the multiplayer.
we've
So
covered pretty much everything we need to cover.
yeah, right. So guys, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next video. We don't really know what we're going to do our next podcast thing on, but
Yeah,
we'll be uploading it very soon, probably tomorrow.
yeah. See you all later. Hope you enjoyed.